I would like to express my gratitude to the management and Anita ma'am for giving an opportunity to share my learning with the great teachers of Shalom. From Shalom School, I literally learned how to develop a lesson plan. If I remember rightly, it had been 12 years ago. The training program was conducted by Jason sir in a more commanding and democratic style. After that, you won't believe me when I tell you that, my career until now, I have never had an opportunity to attend training based on a lesson plan. And the Shalom School is where I initially started sharing my learning during the pandemic. And this is something I can't deny and move forward without telling you. So let me express my heartfelt gratitude to Jason sir for providing me with an opportunity to learn a new skill in my professional life. So not wasting much time, I hope it's better to jump directly into the topic, how to design a good lesson plan. So listen, what is Bloom taxonomy? A Bloom taxonomy is a classification system that shows the various levels of learning. It shows the various levels of learning. That is the main thing. So a teacher should be aware of the different levels of learning. That is must. So without Bloom taxonomy, we cannot do an effective lesson, or the outcome, may not reach the student to the expected level. So the Bloom taxonomy is a classification system that shows the various levels of learning. It starts with the very lowest level. Can you see that in the screen? See, can you all see the screen clearly? So these are the 6 levels of Bloom taxonomy, which starts from the lower to the higher. So here, when you look at this, the level 1 is remember, that's the first one, and level 2 is understand. Next comes the level 3 apply. After that, level 4 is analyze, and level 5 is evaluate. Finally, we have level 6, which is create. So these are the different levels. The first 3 levels are the lower level skills. And the next 3, maybe the 4, 5, and 6, they are the higher order thinking skills. The first 3 are lower order thinking skills, and the next 3 are higher order thinking skills. In order to frame an objective of a lesson, we have to use the Bloom taxonomy you have to use the verbs which will come under the higher order. Because in our class, we have the level of the student differ from, one student to another. So always choose, when you're writing the objective, you have to choose the higher order skill verbs which comes under the analyze, evaluate, and create. And the first 3 are lower order skills. So when you're making a lesson plan, all these are very important. You cannot leave any of these levels. All are important. No cutting corner of the various levels of Bloom taxonomy. You cannot avoid anything in any lesson. All are very important. Am I clear? Please put the thumbs up. Okay. So the difficulty level increases from the lowest to the most challenging on the top. So the lower order thinking skills, which I told you, are remembering, understanding, and applying. So if a student wants to think critically or to solve, very critical problems or challenging questions, the student should be well versed with the lower ordering skills. Otherwise, he or she can't, understand or evaluate the higher order thinking questions. So as a teacher, we have to teach from the, lowest level to the highest level. Are you getting? So in order to reach the higher level of thinking skills, the lower order of the thinking skills must be achieved. Without achieving the lower order skill, a student can't perform, the higher order thinking questions well. So the reason the higher order thinkings are more valued and are more important than the lower order skills, because it helps the children to think out of the box. So we will just have a look at how the each one works, what type of activities we can give to the students at each level. So what are the 6 levels of Bloom taxonomy in order?
Remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing,
analyzing, evaluate, create.
Okay, which are the lower ones? Which are the lower ones?
Remember, understand, apply.
So when you are teaching something which is related to the first 3 skills, the whole class should achieve that till the application. If you are teaching or if you are setting a question paper, whatever may be, the whole class has to do all the tasks. If it is not up to the mark, then you have to change your method of teaching or the activities. Okay, first we will have a look at the first one. What is it? The first level is about the remembering, that is, recalling, memorizing the formula. So if you give some definitions or math formulas, or if you are giving some new terms to write the meaning, all these comes under the lowest level, the first level, the remembering. So when you instruct a student, how you will be, when you instruct a student to accomplish the tasks such as memorizing the terminology, formulas, and so on, all this will comes under the which level? The first level.
Remembering level.
Remembering level, level 1. Some disturbance, mutual device. Teachers. Next, see, for example, if the topic of my lesson is tropical rainforest, I'm giving an example, you can apply it to your topic, what you're going to do. So if a topic of my lesson is tropical rainforest, I might ask the students to locate and label the location of tropical rainforest in a given map. That may be my first task. And even I can give another task, some of the new vocabularies related to the topic, maybe something like a canopy, epiphytes, some new terms, what they are going to learn in my topic. I will ask the students to write the meaning. So all these will come under the lowest level of the Bloom taxonomy, the remembering. So that is the level 1. So when you move to the second level is understanding. Here, the second level is under the stuff you know, which is 1 degree higher. You know something. That is the second level. You know something, some understanding of the matter or some stuff you know. So students can literally rephrase the things here. They can rephrase it. They can write it in your own words. They can express in their own words what they can recall. It will come under the understanding. Here also, every student in the class should achieve what they are doing. It is must, because these are lower order skills. Everyone in the class have to achieve it. And for example, here I'll give you a small example. If I ask the student to list or describe the characteristics of tropical rainforest, from the textbook, or maybe I will give a handout, or they can research if they have the facilities of net, or from the book they can list out what are the characteristics and they can write it in the notebook. So this is, they are understanding the thing and they are putting it in their own words. So that is the level 2. Then I will ask them to think in pair and share the information. This indicates that they are implementing the knowledge and understanding level of the topic. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
The thumbs up, okay.
Yes.
So that is the 2 levels over. Any doubt based on these 2 levels? The topic here, what I have chosen is the tropical rainforest. Okay, then we will move to the level 3. The third level is application. This is, where you should not only remember the material, but also able to put it in your own words to solve the problems. For example, you can use the information, that is, a student can use the information to make a rough sketch of adaptation of species in the tropical rainforest. The species is the living organisms, what type of animals adapt to the particular rainforest. Because the rainforest consists of different layers. So they will remember the stuff and they will put it in their own words, and they are using it to, make a rough sketch of the adaptation of species in the tropical rainforest. Is that clear? So till application level, most of the students in the class should be able to, do the task what a teacher is giving. Otherwise, you have to modify your method of teaching. The role of a teacher is a facilitator. It's not a lecturer. You have to facilitate the students by providing a set of activities or tasks to engage the learner. So the 4th stage is analyzing, which requires the breaking down of any concept into components. That is here, breaking the task into different sections, breaking the task into chunks, and do analysis to see whether the concept as a whole sounds good. So here, the teachers will, if for example, I will give you an example. For example, if I ask the student to understand the features of 4 layers of tropical rainforest and how the animals adapt to the particular layer or each layer, that is the task. So here, I will be breaking the concept of each layer in different columns. Maybe I will put the 4 layers. The 4 layers are canopy, understory, canopy, emergent, and ground floor. I will put all the 4 layers, maybe in a sheet of paper, or I can project it by using the PowerPoint presentation, and I can make columns to write, the characteristics of layer of each characteristics of each layer, and I can ask them to write about the animals that found in each layer and how they are adapted. So here I am breaking the whole topic into chunks, break the task into chunks, make it as simple, from known to unknown, from familiar to unfamiliar, from abstract to concrete. So you have to break the whole, if a topic is, little bit tough, if it seems, or if it is little bit quite large, well, as a teacher, we have to break the subject as simple as possible, where the students are capable of doing the task. So it is the duty of our teacher to break the task into chunks and give it to the students, so it will create an interest among them to learn. So this is analyzing. So they will analyze the concept as a whole. Finally, they will learn by themselves the 4 layers of the tropical rainforest and their adaptations. Did I explain that well? Are you getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we move to the next?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
The next one is the 5th level. What is the 5th level? Anyone?
Evaluate.
Evaluation. So students at this level knew most of the content. They put it in their own words and they can analyze it. So how can you analyze your ideas or theories, and two approaches tackle an issue to see whether, it is effective or not. So here the student work is to analyze. They already know that, they remember, they understand, they put it in their own words, they apply, and finally they are analyzing. For example, students have to evaluate. Excuse me, just please mute your device. Thank you. For example, the students have to evaluate, why the canopy layer contains more species than the others. That is the task I'm giving. So students can compare and contrast the characteristics of each layer and come up with an explanation why the canopy layer supports more species. Okay, so here the students, they will analyze. They will compare with each layer and they will come up with a point, why the canopy layer have more species than the other. Or even they can compare the desert vegetation with the tropical rainforest. So here they are analyzing the content and understanding the concept very clearly. So the next level is, after evaluate, what is the next level?
Analyzing.
Create.
Analyzing.
Create, ma'am.
Create.
After the create.
Second, who has to mute the device? Actually, I forgot to mute everyone. First of all, that I couldn't figure out of. Otherwise, I might have muted you. Mute all is here. That I have to do. I think so. If I want to move further, I think better I can do that. So those who want to, if you have any doubt, you can unmute yourself and talk. That will be a better option. Sorry, teachers. I tried my level best. Failed. I forgot where I stopped now. I think it's level
6.
Level 6 is the create. In this, the students, develop their own concepts, ideas, and methods for completing a task. See, first they learned about the important terms and definitions about the tropical rainforest. Then they learned about the characteristics of rainforest, and they created a rough draft of the tropical rainforest. And later, they compared with the why the canopy layer has more species, and this is the create level. In this, the students will design a tropical rainforest model based on their own thoughts and ideas. So this is, everyone cannot be able to do, the higher order skills. Based upon the ability and the capability of the student, they will create the work. Some may do what I can say to maybe if you ask them to explain the concept in a better way, according to the ability and the capability, they will do more or less somewhat of 40%, 50%. They differ from each student to each. It won't be the same. Depending upon the ability and capability, the higher order skills developed, or the students are able to do the higher order skills based on the ability and capability. But the lower order skills, everyone should be capable of doing. The higher orders are a little bit difficult. The students may, differ when understanding the concept, or when they are answering in the assessment, it may differ. It won't be the same. It depends mainly on the understanding, the ability, and the capability. But we teachers, we have to apply the Bloom taxonomy all levels. You cannot cut any one of that. There is no cut corners. You have to apply in your daily lessons the all levels. What are the, how many levels are there totally?
6.
6 levels.
6
levels.
Okay, thank you. So any doubt based on this? Any doubt based on this? Please let me know. Any doubt based on this? Anyone? Okay, just listen. The next is, see, these are the Bloom taxonomy verbs which you have to apply while writing the learning objective or outcome when you are creating the task. If you are creating the task or activities, you have to use these verbs in your lesson plan. As a mid-plenary or a plenary, or if you want to give some task, use these verbs in your daily lessons. Just take a screenshot of this.
Took it.
So the role of a teacher is as a facilitator. So if you want to be a facilitator, you have to be ready with, activities to engage your learner. Otherwise, you will be doing only the lecturing method. Imagine that I am just, lecturing you for the 1 or 2 hours in the class, or when I'm doing the training. How you would be feeling? You all will like? No. Similar way. Think of the students. Okay, for this, how to create an activity. I don't know whether I have taught you a long back, Anupama, about the learning menu. I didn't go deep, I think so. Ichi ma'am, any idea? Did I talk to you about the learning menu or something? I didn't remember. So how to create the task. So any doubt based on the learning objective and outcome? Anyone have any doubt? I will ask you to make a plan. A learning objective is what a teacher is expecting the students to do. Always use the last 3 levels. Verbs, which is in the Bloom taxonomy. And outcome is actually what the students are learning outcome. It may differ from student to student. It won't be the same. It depends upon the ability and capability of the student. And here, how we will design the activities, I think now we can have a look at it. This is the learning menu template. You can put some knowledge-based questions or understanding-based question, application, or you can club like, as many ways depending upon your topic. You can club knowledge and analysis together, or understanding and evaluation together, or you can make it 3. The way how you your topic looks and how you can correlate your topic with the Bloom taxonomy. Am I getting? So I will just show you a learning menu. I'll just tell you first what is a learning menu. Anyone have any idea?
And then how to evaluate, everything comes under that.
So what type of what type of activities are okay? That's good. So listen, see this learning menu. See, if you go to a hotel or any restaurant, there you will get a menu. Am I right? Yes or no? You will get a menu. Yes. So the customers are informed about what dishes are provided in the restaurant, as well as the price of the dish, and maybe the dishes in logical order. and the freedom of choice. You have the freedom of choice. What you like, you can choose. And you can find the images of dishes and so on through the menu. Am I right? So the customers have the choice to choose the food according to the taste and interest. According to the interest. So a well-balanced meal fulfills the appetite of a customer. Am I right? It differs from one student to another. So a learning menu is a method organizing the activities and tasks with flexibility. So the students can, work at their own pace and choose, how they learn based on their ability and learning style. What are the different types of learning style? Anyone have any idea?
Some of them listen and they're able to learn. Some of them write and learn. Some of them see the visuals, they'll be able to remember things. For them, some of them for hearing, it will be good for them. Likewise,
auditory,
memorizing, picturization,
visual listeners and kinesthetic learners. Okay, so the role of a teacher is a facilitator and differentiation. This is called as a differentiation in the classroom. Promotes the students to be active learners rather than passive ones. That is the most important. The learning menu or the differentiation in the classroom promotes the students to be an active learners rather than the passive ones. I think this concept is clear to everyone. So, what I will be giving you, see, this is what I did a learning menu. This is some of the, I have given them tasks. Here, even you can put it in the form of questions. Depending upon, depends on the, your subject, depends on the topic. You can even give some simple questions to complex. There should be a lot of questions, or you can give them as a task during the lesson or in the class to do the activity, not as a homework. So this is one sample which I showed you. Can you click a picture? From that you can see, the all levels from knowledge to understand to create, there are tasks. And if you are giving a single task, you can ask them to make a poster. Mind map is low level. Poster is also, it's application level, and synthesis it's okay. It's a level 3, I think it will come under. And if they are writing an article or a poem, those are very higher. It may not be applicable to all the topics, but depending upon maybe if it is a maths, they will be able to solve, critical thinking skill problem. So it may differ from subject to subject, but you have to choose the verbs from the Bloom taxonomy, and you will be framing a learning menu. It can be a set of questions. It can be 4 column or 3 column, or this is a menu. You can make, as many, depending the topic what you are choosing. Am I clear, teachers?
Yes.
Any doubt? Hello? Any doubt on this? Now I'm going to do in groups. Technology and the differentiation strategies should not be used only once in a blue moon. We teachers are needed to execute at least once in a week. Maybe as a result, after 3 or 4 months, you will thoroughly, enjoy teaching and learning. In the long run, you may feel at ease with, you may find it very easy. So it's important to remember, that it is not really a rocket science, but frequent practice can make it so much easier. So try to, practice, regularly in your classes. Which one? Differentiation strategies or the learning menu. Then you will be an excellent or an outstanding teacher, no doubt. My heartfelt gratitude to all the participants for the active involvement, patience, and for taking time attend this training. Thank you, Anita ma'am, for your support and encouragement and for the opportunity to train the Shalom teachers. Wish you a great academic year ahead. Thank you, teachers.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.